Kvitka Cisic was the singing flower of Ukraine who grew, blossomed, and died in the United States, singing memorable songs while longing for her ancestral home. Her name, Kvitka, is Ukrainian for flower. Her brief life was like a flower that blossomed full of fragrance and faded too early for the world to appreciate her beautiful, touching voice. Dmytro Pavlichko, one of Ukraine's best-known poets, whose short poem Two Colors later became a very popular song, said that no one had sung it better than she had. I put so much feeling into those words, and she brought it out so sincerely that it was probably the only time I cried while listening to a song with my lyrics, the poet reminisced. The song is about red and black, the two traditional colors in Ukrainian embroidery, symbolizing love and sorrow. It's about a shirt that a mother embroidered in red and black and gave to her dear son when he was leaving home for the big wide world. Now the two colors and his mother's love remain in his heart. Kvitoslava, Kvitka. Cisic was born on April 4, 1953, in the New York City borough of Queens, into a family of post-war immigrants from western Ukraine. She learned to play the violin when she was 5 with the help of her father, Volodymyr Cisic, a brilliant violinist who taught at the Ukrainian Music Institute of America in New York City. She took her first steps as a vocalist to piano accompaniment by her elder sister Maria, who was born in 1945 in a displaced persons camp in Germany. Maria became a famous pianist. She headed the San Francisco Conservatory and gave master classes at Carnegie Hall. Having graduated from the High School of Music and Art in New York City in 1970, Kvitka attended Harpur College in Binghamton, New York, and an opera program in Ghent, Belgium. She received a violin scholarship to the Man's College of Music in New York City, but had switched to classical voice training by the time of her graduation. Kvitka had a unique coloratura soprano voice. She learned the best of Vienna opera traditions from Sebastian Engelberg and graduated from the New York Conservatory. She wanted to be an opera singer, but her father's death left the family without means. So she earned money as a session singer under her professional name, Casey, that she drew from her initials. Her ability to master different musical styles allowed her a successful career as a background singer working for jazz, pop, and rock stars such as Carly Simon, Michael Franks, Roberta Flack, Bob James, David Sanborn, Michael Bolton, and others. She worked for Michael Jackson and other artists produced by Quincy Jones and often sang with Jackson. She worked on numerous commercial projects and was the most popular performer of ad jingles in the United States. From 1982 until she died, she remained the sole voice of Ford Motors. Her rare soprano thrilled all of North America with delight. She sang for movies, and her title song from the Hollywood film You Light Up My Life won the Best Song Oscar in 1977. However, popular in commercials, Kvitka Cisic became famous for her two Ukrainian albums, Songs of Ukraine, which won top honors at the 1988 Ukrainian Music Awards, and Kvitka Two Colors, recorded in 1989, which she dedicated to the spirit of the Ukrainian soul, whose wings can never be broken. Both albums were nominated for a Grammy Award in 1990, and both were family projects. Cisic's second husband and her son's father, Ed Rakowicz, a recording engineer, produced them. Her first husband, Jack Courtner, arranged and conducted them. Her sister Maria performed the solo piano selections, and her mother Ivana supervised her pronunciation. The recording also involved about 20 very highly paid professional musicians. In 1983, Cisic and her mother visited Ukraine, and after the country became independent in 1991, she planned to revisit it with a series of concerts. In 1992, she was invited to Kyiv to sign in a big concert on the occasion of the first anniversary of independence, but she was already engaged in commercial projects and bound by her contracts in the United States. She longed to come to Ukraine again, but never did because of the illness that preyed on the women of her family. On March 29, 1998, 6 days before her 45th birthday, Cisic died from breast cancer, the same disease that had killed her mother 4 years earlier and her elder sister 5 years later. In grateful memory of her talent, a charity foundation for supporting musically gifted children was established in the United States, and another foundation was established in memory of her sister Maria to raise funds for purchasing mammography equipment for Ukraine. In this country, Kvitka Sisik is remembered and loved too. A memorial soiree, the first joint Ukrainian-U.S. project dedicated to her, took place in Kyiv in October 2008. The Culture Ministry organized a Ukrainian song contest in memory of Kvitka Sisik and presented it at the Third Festival of Ukrainian Culture in the United States in the spring of 2009. In the fall of the same year, it took place in Ukraine. On Unity Day, January 22, 2010, her memorial plaque was unveiled in Lviv, and in May 2010, the Lviv City Council voted to name a street after Kvitka Sisik and open her memorial museum there. Rest in peace.